Everybody, and today I'm reviewing the Canterville Ghost. So to start off the Halloween season, I guess, is talk about a movie with Neb Campbell and Patrick Stewart, legendary actors. So this is about a family that goes to some mansion for a vacation, and our character Neb Campbell doesn't exactly really like this vacation until she realizes there's this ghost that haunts this mansion. And so this movie is actually underrated in my opinion. I don't know, it's free on various streaming services that have free movies, I guess. And I gotta say, this movie came out in 1996 or 5, so this is a year before Scream came out. And I don't know, I wanted to check out more Neb Campbell movies besides the Scream movies. So, I don't know why, but I felt something for the characters in this movie. We got Patrick Stewart in this movie. He's a legendary actor. Not surprised. Even though he's 80, I'm pretty sure, he's still able to do acting and still committed to his life, and that's very respectful. So, I think this movie is a TV movie, so I'm going to get into my issue with it a bit later. But as this movie goes on, our character, Neb Campbell, I'm just going to call her Neb. She experiences some things in this house that cause a rift between her and the family, because the ghost is of Patrick Stewart. His character's name is Sir Simon, and Sir Simon wants them to, I think he wants them to get out of this house, basically. And as he keeps on in the house, it's scares Neb's brothers away, and it causes the parents to just blame her because she just doesn't like the trip all that much. But later, Neb meets a boy named Francis, played by Daniel Bells, I think his name is. And he first meets her when she's painting the mansion. It's just a sketch, and he's offering to meet at a dinner they were gonna have, and that's what starts their relationship. I can respect the relationship in this movie. It's actually cute in my opinion. But as this movie goes on, as this ghost is starting to haunt the house, it ends up scaring the brothers away, and the parents are kind of just that's the last straw. If you do anything, we're sending you to your aunt or something. And then Neb is really bummed out because she just wants to be with this boy. She's sure she didn't like the place, but she's developed something, I guess. And while the two are talking, she's just talking about how bummed she is about it, but then she realizes the only way to fix this is maybe talking to the ghost itself. She actually discovers where the ghost hangs out is she opens this secret passage through the library, and so I think Neb sees Patrick Stewart, and she's kind of you're kind of ruining my life. I just met this boy, and now my parents want to send me home. And he's kind of oh, it's not my fault, but he decides he's going to help prove that he is a real ghost haunting the house. And as this goes on, Neb ends up wanting to do this theater act to show the ghost to her parents. It's sort of Shakespeare reading, and it goes well, but the parents still do not believe her that this ghost is real. They think she staged it all herself, and so now she decides to confront the ghost, and she's not mad at him because he disappeared during their little scene they're trying to recreate or something. And then Neb finally finds out about why the ghost is there haunting this mansion. It is because he killed his wife for unknown reason, and these spirits are telling him he's punished now. And he has to basically just be trapped in this place, and Neb decides to want him to be forgiven for his deeds. And so they open this like fireplace, and then it leads to, I guess, a wormhole towards this ghost world, and then they go into it, and then the parents can't find their own daughter, and then they freak out and they try to go looking for her until they hear her in the paintings in the mansion, and then they find a secret hatch that opens it, and then Neb tries to find her way back, and then they pull her literally out of this fireplace, and then she's okay, of course, but then it appears that Patrick Stewart's ghost, Sir Simon, has been forgiven for his sin, and then he can basically finally rest in peace. And so the movie does end with Neb and her boyfriend kissing. Like, I don't know, it's just, I really felt the relationship between the two in this, for sure. So that's the Canterville Ghost. It's underrated. I think my only issue with it was it's, you could just tell it's a TV movie. Like, the quality ain't as high or big as, like, if you saw Neb and Campbell in, like, the Scream movies. But I don't know, this movie had a lot of charm to it. I think it's based off a poem or something. And I was honestly confused where this movie takes place, because when we see the gravestone of Sir Simon, it says 1996, and he was apparently born in the 1500s, so he's been alive for hundreds of years, and I guess he can finally rest in peace. I almost thought it could have been 1800s, because they looked it up and said the story takes place in it, 1800s, but I could just, the way the characters dress, it made me think it's 90s. They also ride buggy cars for some reason. So I could just assume this takes place in the 90s. So I think that's my only nitpicks, I guess you can say. I'd probably give this movie like a 7 out of 10. So I think I'm going to review Scream at some point to get into the big Halloween stuff. So with that being said, thanks for watching, and see you guys next time.